when we faced Washington, we knew it was going to be a battle. Our defense really, really played well and was right with Washington, I think, the whole game, and gave us several opportunities. Our offense just couldn't get going, just couldn't be consistent in any phase of the game. We'd get a couple nice runs, couldn't keep it going, try to mix it up with a couple passes and just missing on a few things. And, Washington made that hard for us. So it wasn't our best offensive game, certainly, and I think we're pretty disappointed that we didn't play better on that side of the ball. But I really felt that our defense was up to the task, and that makes me feel good about down the road, that we're going to be able to hang with anybody, I think, defensively. And if our offense can get rolling and get comfortable, I think we're going to be in the hunt and tough to beat. A couple things right now that we're dealing with. We've got some injury problems in the before the Washington game. Brady Disbro hasn't really played yet this year. He's a defensive lineman and had some knee surgery. Daquan Brooks, one of our offensive tackles, has also had some minor knee surgery, and we expect them to be back before the season is over. Not exactly sure when. We've had some things like that have slowed some guys down. In the Washington game, Tom Neutron got hurt early in the game, got a concussion, and he missed the Spearfish game. And then Scott Tyler broke his thumb late in the game at Washington, and it looks like he'll be out 6 to 8 weeks, and don't know if he's going to play it this year at all yet. But so we've had to make some adjustments there, and with those guys out, Tom Neutron, I think we're hoping is going to be okay to play this week. But there's 4 pretty good players that we're playing without right now, so those guys would really help our depth and certainly make us better. But some of them will be back, some might not. With the Spearfish last Friday and played pretty well. I was really concerned about going out there and being overconfident, because we know Spearfish is kind of down and their enrollment is down and they're getting out of the conference and all those kind of things. And it was just a game that we needed to come out and play well. I told them all week, I don't want to talk about the score. I don't care what the score is. We need to play well, and it needs to look good on film. And we just watched our film, and we did play a little better. Certainly our opponent wasn't quite as physical as Washington, but I think we ran the ball well, and that's what we wanted to do, was get out there and run it. We got a new quarterback, Andy Smith, in there and gave him some live repetition. That was really important for him. And some of our younger guys that we were able to travel with got to play a lot the second half. So a good win for us and a good time for it. We're still kind of licking our wounds a little bit and trying to get healed up, but I still like the team we have. Our defense is pretty healthy and pretty sound, and most of those guys are getting figured out. And I think we're just about too deep at just about every position on defense, so we can rotate some guys and stay fresh, and that's been a good thing for our defense. Now Stevens comes to town for our homecoming this week, and every coach will tell you he hates homecoming because there's so many things going on besides the football game. But our job as a football team is to get ready to play a great football game. We certainly want to be involved in the homecoming festivities and take part, but it needs to be limited, because it's really easy to forget about practice that day and not be concentrating on what's coming up. And Stevens is an undefeated, ranked number 3 in the state, just came off a big win with O'Gorman, and they're a big physical team, and we have to be ready to play, because I think they're bigger than we are. We need to be quicker and sharper on both sides of the ball, and that means mentally you have to be ready. And if we're not, it's going to be a long night, because they can really keep the ball away from you. They can make it hard to run the football. If we give them a chance to get excited, and maybe if we turn the ball over or give them any breaks early in the game, they just might be too much to handle. So it's really important for our guys this week to remember that we're the football team, and the end of the week, the climax of the week is the football game, and we need to do our part and play our best football Friday night. And if we do, I think we can win. But if we're not ready, it could be a long, tough night for the Riders, and we can't afford that this time of year. This is, these are crucial games for, your seeding in the playoffs, and I would love to get another crack at O'Gorman and Washington and those good teams on our schedule. but we want it to be late in the season. We want to have we'll host some playoff games and put ourselves in a position to be, plan for the championship or plan to get in the championship game, and that's why this kind of a game is really big. We beat Stevens, it'll really boost our playoff points and our playoff seed, and if we don't beat Stevens, we're going to be working from the bottom up. So it's a huge game for down the road, and I know it's hard to look that far ahead, but that's the position we're in right now. We need this win pretty bad.